we want to win our last 2 games. And if the guys on this team don't want to do that, they need to get out. That's quite frankly how I feel. We got a lot of guys that are playing on their contract year. That also doesn't need to be a distraction. You need to go out and do your job. The best thing that we can do right now is win football. And right now it's Cincinnati Bengals is our goal.
I love it, and hey, I'll back that up. That's what every single week. You don't want to be around guys that want to be in a club, want to be a part of something unless it's winning. And that's why he has the locker room. That's why in practice, there could be a bad player or two and all of a sudden, bam, he circles the wagons. And Joe Schobert does the same thing there too. Miles did it a couple times today. And that's what you need inside the white lines, yes.
I don't think there's nothing to be concerned about, but if there are, I'm with him. If you're not trying to play your last 2, you might as well just get on. So I'm with him on that one.
How do you win 5 out of 6, 6 out of 7, like you guys had a chance to?
Kind of like I talked about while we were losing, we had to find, the positive things and harp on that, continue to do those. And now that we've kind of put some wins together, it's find out what we're doing wrong, eliminate that, and build on it. And so you don't have to worry about the little things. The less you have to worry about outside distractions or little details that it's second nature, the better your team can be because they can focus on the real goal and get their job done. So you continue to build and eliminate the negative stuff, and I think that's where we're at right now, and we need to continue to do it. Not take it for granted, not be satisfied, but continue to do it.
So if you do win out, you will finish with a winning record. Is that something that you guys are eyeing?
That'd be great, but obviously we'd love to be in a better position right now. Be talking about playoffs, having our control of our own destiny, but you know what? We just need to win out and see what happens.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that was our quarterback, Baker Mayfield, on the upcoming game and what he expects from himself and his players today against those Cincinnati Bengals, the Battle of Ohio, the final home game for our Cleveland Browns as we take on the Cincinnati Bengals. It ought to be fun. Looking for the sweep. Bring out the broom. This feeling of winning is getting good. It feels great. I'm loving this feeling. It feels good to feel like when you wake up, hey, we're going to win. We are going to win. It feels contagious. It feels great. Let's go. Wake up in the morning, drink your coffee, whatever you drink, your eggs, your pancakes. It's contagious. As Jarvis Landry would say, get your toast. It's contagious. Woo! Let's go. Browns football is here, ladies and gentlemen. I am Corey Boyd. This is Everything Browns Nation. Producer G, you know the crew.
I feel dangerous.
Woo! Let's go. We're going to have some fun, ladies and gentlemen. Get into the comment section. What's going on, George? Clyde, Jake Smith, Laura BP, Natasha, George. He likes the lid. I appreciate that. Eddie says, we need the Browns next week. We need to beat the Ravens. Jake Smith says, what up, G? We got to get it going. Hugh Jackson's back in the stadium, our former coach. We got to get that dub today. We got to get that dub. The Bengals got a lot of players out. We just got to take care of business. We are now in the point in the season where we're expected to win. I forgot how that feels as a Browns fan. We're expected to win. You heard Baker in the intro. It's about winning. Now, yesterday we were officially eliminated from the playoffs, but I'm still in a good mood. I didn't wake up sad, crying, or complaining, or oh, shucks, we're not going. This season, let me tell you, this has been an emotional season, ups and downs, but as a Browns fan, you have to be excited for what is going on. It's just something special. It's a new wave. You just got that new breed of woo. It's contagious. You feel dangerous. Jarvis Landry, Baker Mayfield. You just don't know what's going to happen when we get on that field is something special. Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know what you're watching this program on right now. Is it an iPhone? Is it an Android? Is it an Apple? Is it a TV? Just let me know what you are watching on and how are you feeling this week leading into this Battle of Ohio and a chance to sweep those Bengals led by Jeff Driscoll. That's right, I said it. Jeff Driscoll and those Cincinnati Bengals. At least I think that is his first name. If it's not, I apologize, and I really don't care. Because who is Driscoll anyways? And let me know where you're shouting us out from. Mike says he's from Oklahoma. Go Dogs. I wonder how many Oklahoma fans we had last year. I'm curious. I just want to know. It feels great to have new Browns fans. I never thought I would say we have new Browns fans. It feels great. We take them all. Come on down. I am not a person that goes, hey, if you weren't with us when we were 0-16, don't you come down. No, come on down. Come on. It feels great. I love it. Let's go. George is from Chamblee, Georgia. Mike on the Samsung. George Fannin on the iPhone, and he's from Georgia. And Steven says, the Browns, we got this. We got Chris Carter coming up on the program. He's not going to be here. I'm just saying. You're going to hear from Chris Carter. You're going to hear from Adam Schefter. You heard from Baker Mayfield. You'll hear from Baker and Jarvis Landry a whole lot today because that's just how it's going to go down. Mount Larry said that hat is fly. I got one of them colors, though. I got one not in those colors, though. All right, let's go. Before we get into the game, before we get into the news, let's talk about last week for a quick second. Saturday night, if you didn't see, the Denver Broncos took on our Cleveland Browns, and they took that L back to Denver. They were already there, but they just went to their homes thinking about that L. They were just contemplating, how did we lose to the Cleveland Browns here at home? Because you took the L, that's why you lost. The defense stepped up against Case Keenum and that Denver Broncos offense. Phillip Lindsay, who I said we had to stop, had a measly 24 yards on 14 carries. Now, I know some Denver Broncos fans were saying, well, all of our players are hurt. Why are you so excited? Oh, shut up. I don't want to hear no excuses. It's the Browns. Everybody made fun of us back in the day, which is last year, in the beginning of the year. And now we're making excuses that our players are hurt. Are you kidding me? Is that what I'm hearing now when we're playing Cleveland? That's when I know we have arrived, when fan bases make excuses now when they lose to our Cleveland Browns. Our players are hurt. Emmanuel Sanders is hurt. I don't want to hear nothing. We used to be the laughing stock of America, and now I hear excuses. Our players are hurt. I don't care. I don't want to hear it. Get it done. All the excuses, throw them out the window. Please. We went and took care of business. Speaking of that game, let me know who your standout player of that game was. You let me know last week who your big dog of the game was going to be. But after watching the game, let me know who your standout player of the game was. Who do you feel made the biggest impact on that game? Was it Baker Mayfield? Was it Nick Chubb? Was it Myles Garrett? Was it Jabril Peppers? Was it somebody that I didn't name that you thought made an impact that stood out on that game? Mike says, been a Browns fan since Clay Matthews. The drive broke his heart. LA says, my man, what up, LA? Eddie says, Browns going to crush Cincinnati 31-13. Baker 301, 3 TDs, 27-35. Mike says, a lot of people going to make a lot of excuses, LOL. And LA says there's only one standout player, LMAO, and that is Peppers. George says, is that lid in the shape of Ohio with the elf in the middle? Yes, it is. I appreciate you noticing. You know, I do a little bit around here. At least try. Speaking of the standout player, my standout player, let me know who's yours is in the comment section. And when you give me your standout player, let me know where you're from when you give that out. Who is your standout player from last game? My standout player is Jabril Peppers. My goodness. Jabril Peppers had himself a game. Now, earlier in the year, I gave him a little bit of grief when he was calling us out as Browns fans as being a little bit fickle. He was saying, you know, Browns fans are fickle, blah, 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 blah. First of all, when you stand with a team who's 0-16 one year, 1-15 the year the next, excuse me, we're going to be a little bit emotional when you're not stepping up your game to our standards. Fans have high standards. We're emotional. Fan is short for fanatic. At least that's what I was told. I was told that. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I was told. So, you're going to have that, okay? But ever since he said that, he's been playing his butt off. He got a little backlash. He tried to clean it up. Man, George said my boy Chubb, and Steven says the Browns fans that were there is his standout. Peppers is my standout. Now, just a little quick recap. If you weren't here for Saturday night, I was a little emotional over Jabril Peppers. A little pepper on it. Put a little pepper on it. Me and my man G had to call the call of all calls on Jabril Peppers against Case Keenum. If you didn't see it or hear it, here it goes. Last week, Jabril Peppers, do your thing, homie.
Midfield from the 50.
Let's go.
Keenum gets
Bring in the heat.
There's a
Snap
blitz
it
up the middle.
up.
It's a sack. It's wrapped up. Jabril Peppers
No flags.
looking for a flag. No flags.
Go ahead, baby.
Browns will take over on down.
Go ahead, baby.
Jabril Peppers having a hell of a game today.
As the punter taunts,
That's a big,
time to go home.
big game from Jabril Peppers.
Jabril Peppers brings it home. What a blitz up the middle. Good call by Greg Williams. Right up the gut.
Huge.
Nothing Keenum could
Huge.
do
Good clean
but
tackle.
take the sack. Clean hit. Can't cry to mama or the referee or your auntie or your cousin. Jabril Peppers said, time to go home. Tap your center on the butt as you go to Denver with the L. Cleveland, baby. Here we go. Take that L with you, Vance Joseph. It's okay. Dogtown representing and Dog Pound representing. This is what we do. Victory formation. Let's go.
Yes, Mayfield takes a knee. That will wrap it up. The time will wind off the clock. We are now 8-1.
Woo!
I'm sorry, 9-1. Doing watch parties here. There's something to this, folks. Make sure you check back in on these watch parties. We're doing this weekly. We'll be back next week. Subscribe to the channel. Like it. Look at all the emojis. We love seeing all that.
Yeah, make sure you like us, follow us. You will see more interaction from me. I am a winner.
And there you go, folks.
Yeah.
The Browns 6,
Let's go.
7-1.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. So if you missed that last week, I was a little hyped. Just a little bit. That's all I'm saying. Jabril Peppers. His name is Peppers. Jabril Peppers. Jabril Peppers did his thing last week. That was the call. Me and my man G, as he sealed the deal, we left Mile High with the win. It just feels great. Fans were whining and complaining. We are hurt and our players aren't playing and blah, blah, blah. Oh, please. I don't want to hear nothing, okay? I don't want to hear it. Scott said, should have been Defensive Player of the Week. George says, that's sweet. Jake says, go ahead, C. Laura says, I call that passion, Corey Boyd. And Carrie is throwing in the hate grenade. She says, because you're not used to your team winning, that's why. I think I said it at the beginning, but I guess she slid in a little late with the hate. But that is okay. This is what happens. We are in a new position of winning, and teams can't take it. The excuses come on in. We got new fans coming. Let's go. Natasha says, love your dancing. LA says, laugh LMAO. Did you say tater tots? You're giving Donovan a run for his money, sir. Let's go. This is what we do. Everything Browns Nation. If you're just tuning in, share to all your Browns fans. If you're not a Browns fan, share it out. We want everybody to come on and join. Spew hate, spew love. We will take it all. This is a nation on Fan Chat Nation Productions. This is what we love to do, for the fans to just go ahead and let us know how they are feeling. And you can catch us later. If you don't watch it live for whatever reason, that is okay. You can catch us on iTunes, Google Play, and SoundCloud. Watch it all over again. And make sure to subscribe to our YouTube page as well, just because we love you. So make sure you love us too. Smash that thumbs button. Smash those emojis. Let's get it cracking, because this is Cleveland. 2 games left. Cincinnati, Baltimore. Let's take care of Cincinnati first. Let's get them out the way. Knock them out the box. Send them home. Sweep them. Let's go. Other notable numbers from the Denver game: Nick Chubb, 20 carries, 100 yards. Jamie Collins, 6 tackles, 1 sack, 5 tackles for a loss and a QB hit. Joe Schobert, 7 tackles, 4 solo. Anthony Callaway, 5 catches, 35 yards, 1 touchdown. And Baker Mayfield, 18 for 31, 188 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. I'm just saying. Another dub, another team taking an L, and now they're going to be like, well. This is what we do. And Carrie's back with the hate grenade. She's in late. We've already announced we're no longer in playoff contention. But like I said, I don't even care, because we are in business. It's a new feeling here in Cleveland. As you see me in the background, stadium's empty right now, but this was taken way earlier. As you can see, seats are filling up for Hugh Jackson and the crew and Marvin Lewis. It's what we got to do. We got to win out. As Baker said, it's about winning now. We're not about losing just because we're out of the playoffs. It's about winning. It's about setting that mentality. So let me know, how do you feel about the Browns being out of the playoffs? Are you sad? Are you happy? Are you mad? Are you depressed? Let me know how you feel now that the Browns are officially out of the playoffs. Let me know how you feel. I'm good. I am good. Let us know. How do you feel? Let us know. Steven says, love the hat. He also says, proud of these guys. So let me know. Also, get your player of the game in the comment section, and also your big dog of the game. We will get to that all out through this program. Another big story of this week, on a little somber note, our former wide receiver, Josh Gordon. Now, I know he's not with the Browns anymore, but it was big news when it hit the internet this week, and everybody was talking about it around the league. I seen Facebook talking about it. The national media was talking about it. Everybody had their thoughts on Joshua Gordon. I hope that's his full name. If not, I just made it up. Adam Schefter broke the news. At least that's who I heard it from first. So I'm going to let you know what Adam Schefter had to say. If you didn't hear, then here he goes. If you did, then you'll just hear it again. Here was Adam Schefter on Josh Gordon. Oh, Josh. Here's Adam Schefter.
NFL moments ago announced that Josh Gordon has been returned to the reserve commissioner suspended list indefinitely, which is what we talked about, for violating the terms of his conditional reinstatement under the policy and program for substances of abuse.
So he's made a violation.
He's had a violation. He's had a setback. He's basically been put back on that list indefinitely. We said death sentence. Now, sounds extreme because he could apply for reinstatement, but he's not coming back this season. Right. He's not coming back anytime soon. And it's up to anybody to figure out whether or not Josh Gordon can stay on the straight and narrow for the next year or two, or however long it takes, until he's eligible to apply for reinstatement, if he ever wants to apply for reinstatement, if the NFL will ever hear that reinstatement. But the fact of the matter is it's now official. He basically is finished for the season, and his NFL career very well may be over.
That was Adam Schefter on Josh Gordon, his career likely to be over. To me, it's quite a sad story, and I am going to admit it. I will say it right here. I am not afraid. Boy, what did I miss this one? I missed it. I got on the Browns, John Dorsey as well. I said, are you kidding me? You're getting rid of him for a box of Skittles, a 5th-round pick. You're giving Tom Brady just a weapon. I don't want to see Brady in the Super Bowl throwing to Josh Gordon. You gave Baker's weapon away. Boy, I missed this one. I missed it. Calling myself out. I was arguing, yelling to the high moon to whoever could hear me. So if you were on the train of get him out of here, he's bad for the locker room, we don't want him, we don't need him, give yourself a hand clap right now. Put down your phone, your iPad, whatever. If you're eating a chicken wing at 11:25 or whatever, a pancake, an egg, tofu, I don't know, whatever you're eating, just give yourself a hand clap. Good job. You got it right. You caught it. Good job. You got it right. I'm going to give it up to you. You got it right. I wanted the talent that I seen, but did I really see talent, or did I just see hope? Just hope. Maybe I just seen hope on Josh Gordon. I think that's what caught me, was the hope. He missed 22 games. I mean, he played 22 games from 2015 to 2016. I mean, I'm sorry, 2016 and 15, he played 22 games, and he had 83 catches for 83 catches, 1,357 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Can't get my stats right. Hope is what I had. That's not that good. 22 games. He played 22 games. He missed 2014, 2017. What was I so excited about? For what? Why was I so excited? Now that I think about it, what was it? That one great year in 2013? I was so excited for Josh Gordon. I was excited for what? 1 year. One. Boy, was I excited. And boy, did I get this wrong. I blew it. But hey, it happens. Give yourself a hand clap. Give it up if you got this right. Give it up. You deserve a hand clap. I missed it. I missed it bad. I whiffed. I came on here and I yelled to the high moons that they are going to just wish they didn't give Tom Brady this weapon. I blew it. George says he might play in the XFL. LA says life is bigger than football. Get right first, then help other kids. Don't make the same mistake. I like that comment. Dorsey is the big dog of the year. Clyde says Josh is very talented. You saw both, Corey. Jake says that would really surprise me, but I suppose anything's possible down the line. Mike says he had bums throwing to him. He has talent, but so many problems. Eric said if Belichick can't fix him, there is no hope for him. And Laura said it's weird to see Jake chatting on here. LOL. So I missed it. But I like what LA said. I just want to see him get right. It's a sad story. It really is sad. I want to see him get right, get his life together. It's bigger than football. And speaking of somebody who would know something about this, about getting it all right, Josh Gordon needs to get it right. Like, I need to get his stats right and get it together. I was stumbling all over the place because I was just wrong about Josh Gordon, and that's okay. Chris Carter, former Buckeye, former Viking, former Eagle, former Dolphin, former NFL wide receiver, Hall of Famer. He knows a little bit about this. He talked about Josh Gordon and basically his reaction and what needs to be done. Here's Chris Carter.
People have enabled him. People did not help him because football was always the carrot, all right? And it should have been about life. But when I went through my rehab stint, it was about trying to get my life together and trying to have the tools that you can be successful. And it's hard as hell. You think he meant to get up and do that? You think he meant to let those people down? That's the ongoing saga with addiction, is all we do is let people down. All we do is break our promises, and that's how strong it is. And the kid needs help. He does not need football. He needs help. He needs tools that he can be able to say no. No to those drugs, no to the world, and yes to his opportunities, yes to relationships. That's what's so upsetting about me, is the lack of just understanding. This is what addicts do. They don't show up to work. They lie. They deceive. That's what they do. But addicts need help. Myself, I need help. Josh needs help. And I hope that he's able to continue this long, long battle, because there is no cure. The day you're cured is the day they put you in the ground.
That was Chris Carter. That sums it up right there. A man who actually would know, who is still dealing with it. Chris Carter on Josh Gordon. And to sum it all up, I was wrong. Whoever was right, you were right. Give yourself a round of applause one more time if you got it right. Good job. Be proud of yourself. There's one thing I learned about doing this as a fan. Listen, I got to call myself out, and that's fine. There's a lot of people I've seen. I told you. Ha! I'm like, man, you are proud of yourself, aren't you? Yeah. I'm like, don't be happy about the man's downfall now. Like, I get it. But geesh. Yeah. I'm like, you cheering because he's gone? But hey, I'm going to tell you one thing. Listen, I'm done. I am done with this right here. John Dorsey. And you might not have, I'm talking about me right here. I don't care what he does from this point. I'm on board. Whatever he does, stamp of approval. No matter what. No more. And it could be just me. I will not question anything he does anymore from this day forth. You have my word. Mark it down. Have you ever questioned John Dorsey? Let me know. Be truthful. Don't say no and then in the back of your mind be like, well, I did back in October, but I ain't going to say it. If you have, let me know. But if you haven't, hey, I'm done. No more. Whatever John Dorsey says about the Browns, I'm with it. If he wants to hire somebody that works for Chick-fil-A to run football operations, works for me, okay? He has proven so far with the Browns, he knows what he's doing. He sees it. I don't care. I'm done. Just this year, Josh Gordon. Good call. Carlos Hyde. Good call. That's just in season. Rather than talking about the off season, Demarius Randall. Good call. Good call. I'm done. I am not going to question him no more. The draft picks. Hello. How are you going to take Denzel Ward? Are you kidding? Good call. I'm done. I am done. Carlos Hyde with Jacksonville. 40 carries, 129 yards, no touchdowns, 4 first downs. I know. Well, they got Leonard Fournette. I don't care. He knew that too. And he got a 5th round pick. I'm not questioning him anymore on nothing. Not a thing. No more. John Dorsey, if he says Greg Williams shouldn't be the coach next year, you may be mad. I may question it. I ain't saying a word. He knows something I don't know. I'm not. I'm done. After this, what just came out with Gordon, now a lot of y'all could have seen it. I'm just saying. I ain't saying nothing no more. John Dorsey, lead the way. Lead us to the promised land. I ain't saying a word. This man, it has just proved me wrong too many times. I ain't questioning nothing ever again, buddy boy. Nothing. So if he wants to walk to the sidelines in trench coat and a sandals and it's 10 degrees outside, do it. This man knows what he's doing. And he has proven it. Got rid of Hugh and Todd Haley. He didn't even want Hugh to begin with. That was Haslam. I'm done. No more. No more questioning my guy. I'm not questioning nothing. I'm not. I don't care. I don't care if it seems like the dumbest thing in America. I'm not questioning it, but that's just me. Let me know if you question anything. I'm just saying. Daniel said that's crazy. He's better than that. Eric said, I told you about my bet from game 1, the Browns-Bengals, that I would wear Bengals gear if we lost. Well, I won. I have to. My buddies that are diehard Bengals fans coming over today, and I get to deck them out in Browns gear. Live dangerous, my friends. Live dangerous, my friends.
I woke up feeling dangerous.
Woo! It's contagious. Let's go. Let's go. LA says he questioned his pick on Corbett. That's it. Mike says, I thought he screwed up with Ward. He was wrong. Clyde says, yeah, I questioned John Dorsey every step of the way. Eddie says, Josh Gordon. He's just palm shaking his head. LA says, only surprise on the inactive list is Tanner Vallejo. Everyone else is playing today. Eddie says Baker should win Rookie of the Year. Let us know where you are commenting from. Let me know. Where you at? I need to know where you guys are at. Where are you making your comments from? Are you all in on John Dorsey? Are you all in? How are you feeling about the Browns not being in the playoffs? If I missed your comment, go ahead and put them back in. How are you feeling about the Browns not being on the playoffs? How are you feeling about this Browns season as it winds down? I'm feeling like Jarvis Landry. Everybody, come on. It's a good feeling as being a Browns fan right now. Let's go. People making excuses when they lose. It feels great. It's great. Marco says, what up, Corey? What up, Producer G? Scott says, so is Kitchens officially the OC next year or what? Scott, whatever Dorsey says is going. Ain't nothing official right now, but whatever Dorsey says, let's go. Steven says, I woke up feeling like a winner. Marco says, what up, Clyde? Carry through another hate grenade. Nothing new, but the Browns not making the playoffs. Hey, it is what it is. But you see what's happening here? We are winning so many games that the hate is getting stronger, and people are like, man, we got to hate. We ain't getting no hate last year. What nothing to hate on? 0-16. It was so bad, people were feeling sorry for us. Man, I hope they win a game. Come on, guys. Get you one. Now we're winning so much. People hating our quarterback. People on ESPN, on Twitter, Damian Woody, arguing with fans about Baker Mayfield. Are you kidding me? And now we just bring it on. We love it. We love it. Maureen says hello from North Florida. Carrie says she'll always make fun of us. That's okay. Let's go. Bring it on. Bring it on. We love it because we are back. We got Baker feeling dangerous. That's all we need. We got John Dorsey. Whatever he says goes. I'm feeling good. Greg says all in on Dorsey. Question some of his decisions, but they all seem to pan out. Thank you, Greg. I'm not the only one. I'm done questioning that man. Eric says, my favorite show every week. Thank you, guys. Merry Christmas, Browns Nation. Merry Christmas. I appreciate that. And Marco says, people only start hating when you're doing good. Thank you, Marco. I don't know how his hate feels as a Browns fan. I just don't know. As a Browns fan, I don't know how it feels. Now, I'm fans of other players and teams, and boy, I know how that hate feels. Woo! But I was a Browns fan, so it feels great. Great comment, Marco. Everything Browns Nation, jump on this train because it is going. Speaking of Browns Nation, the Pro Bowl selections were made. And we got 2 Pro Bowlers as well. 2 more than we had last year. Myles Garrett and our Ohio State guy, alumni, Denzel Ward himself, both were selected to the All-Star Pro Bowl game. I almost said All-Star game. It's the Pro Bowl. Denzel Ward selected to the Pro Bowl game. Both selections are their first selection in their NFL career. Denzel Ward, a rookie. Myles Garrett, his second year. And Myles Garrett's first healthy year, his first Pro Bowl. Oh, my goodness. What a coincidence. I am so shocked. Proud of those guys for making the Pro Bowl. It's good to have Pro Bowlers. We're just doing big things. How do you guys feel about those guys making the Pro Bowl? And should there have been more on the Pro Bowl list for the Cleveland Browns as Pro Bowlers, not alternates, regular Pro Bowlers? Now, we did have some alternates if I could find them. Nick Chubb, Britton Colquitt, Jarvis Landry, Joe Patino, Baker Mayfield, and Kevin Zettler. All alternates for the Cleveland Browns, but 2 that made the Pro Bowl. Let me know how you feel about those selections and the alternates as well. Should we have had more selections to the Pro Bowl? I mean, it's good for the players. I don't watch the Pro Bowl, but I'm glad they got selected. It's something they work for, so I don't poo-poo anybody making the Pro Bowl. That's what they want, especially young players who come into this game. They want their work, their effort to be acknowledged. They want to make that Pro Bowl. Us as fans, a lot of fans don't watch the Pro Bowl anymore, but they want to be acknowledged for their work, especially the young players. Now, the players like Tom Brady, who got the Lifetime Achievement Award, hey, that's okay. They don't care. But the young players, that's what they work hard, and it's good to be acknowledged. I'm glad we got some Browns in the Pro Bowl. Will I watch? But I'm glad they got in to the Pro Bowl. It's something I'm glad to see. An alternate is if somebody gets injured or somebody can't play, somebody can step in and play for them. A la if Tom Brady goes back to the Super Bowl, or is injured and doesn't want to play, somebody fills in and plays for them. Or if they have general soreness and just decides not to play, then the alternate can step in and play. Or if they don't play for old age, then somebody steps in and fills in. Ben said Browns 42-14. I like that call. Who's your big dog of the game? Let me know. Get it in the comment section. Also get those bold predictions, score predictions. Get those in there too. Winding down here, Browns versus Bengals. Let me know who's going to win and why. They got a lot of injuries on the other side of the ball. We should win this game. But let me know who's going to win and let me know why. Browns versus Bengals. We got Pro Bowlers on the field. Ben says Baker might play. I think he's talking about the Pro Bowl, I hope. Because Baker is playing tonight for sure. And before I get back to the Bengals and Browns, this is Everything Browns Nation. If you're new to this, and if you missed this, catch us on iTunes, Google, SoundCloud, our YouTube channel, our Facebook. You can watch us all over the map. Put us in your earbuds if you can't watch us live. And we appreciate everybody for watching. Eric says Baker's his big dog today. Browns win 28-10. Now, I seen an article that was kind of interesting today. Not today, when I looked it up. It was regarding the Browns' numbers as a team. Because Booger McFarland had a comment about bikinis and numbers. And this is exactly what Booger McFarland said. I don't know if you guys like Booger McFarland. I don't like him at all. He gets on my nerves, but that's just me. I know that's kind of mean. Now I can't find what Booger McFarland said. But let me get to the stats about the Browns. The Browns right now, Baker Mayfield is the first franchise quarterback since Bernie Kosar that if we went out, we went to the playoffs, but it's not going to happen. But the truth is, we're looking good. We are looking good because if you think about it, after free agency and training camp, the Browns will be in position to make a legitimate playoff run. Here's some numbers, though, that are quite... Let's look at the scope. The Browns lead with 981 tackles, but we allow 126 yards per game. Only 8 teams allow more. The Browns rank 24th against the run, but we do lead. Denzel Ward has 3 interceptions. Demarius Randall has 4, and as a team, we have 17 total, third most in the NFL. But Cleveland, we allow 270 yards per game. Only 2 teams allow more. The truth, we are 30th in the league in passing. These are some of the things we have to clean up on the defensive end of the ball. We're second in takeaways. We average 2 a game, but we're not turning them into scores. We're 0-1-1, just averaging 3 points on takeaways. Got to fix that. So these are just numbers that we need to fix. Marco says he likes the Booger Mobile. And LA says his name is Booger. Myles Garrett has 12.5 sacks. That's tied for 6th in the league. But we have 32 sacks in total as a team. So he has 12 of the 32 sacks. That's not a good average. He has 12 of the 32. So that's something we have to fix. Something to look forward to. Something to move on. Something to build on. So we have some good numbers, but we also have numbers that we need to shore up, to get better on, especially on the defensive end. We rank close to last in rushing and close to last in passing. So we got to get it together. George says Browns are just getting started and building a foundation for years to come. And Eric says if we win today, we coast or put it on the Ravens next week. I'm a lifelong Browns fan. Injuries are becoming a real concern right now. I don't want to see any injuries that will carry over to next season, but it's fun watching them win. It's contagious. It's contagious, Eric. It's contagious watching us win, growing, finding new ways to win and new ways to get hate. I love it. Steven says Browns will be the big dog of the day, the defense. So his defense is the big dog of the day. I like it. Let's get it going. Big dog of the day for the defense. I think it's going to be a big win. A big win today. Now I'm feeling confident. Big win for the Browns today. I feel it. Eric says, which I've said 1,000 times. Thank you, Eric. Miles needs to quit lining up offsides. I feel like I say this every week. Me too, Eric. He needs to stop lining up offsides. Every time I see an offsides flag, I look for number 95. And he just lines up offsides. He doesn't jump offsides. He lines up offsides. Let's go. Clint says, I want that hat, bro. I love it. And Isaiah 4 says, is Denzel Ward playing today? Denzel Ward is playing today. He cleared concussion protocol this week. He will be back on the field, which is lovely. I've missed him. LA says 42-20 Baker, 4 TDs closer to the record. Clyde says Perriman is going to be the big dog of the day and my bold prediction. And Jason Sizemore says, how many TDs does Baker need for the record? I believe it's, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I think it was 3. But I'm not 100% sure on that one. I thought I had it on here, but obviously I did not. Steven says 4 sacks, a fumble, and 2 interceptions. 5, not 3, 5. Thank you, LA. I think that breaks Peyton Manning. Good old Peyton. I know Peyton's like, come on, stop him. Stop him. So let me know who's going to win and why. Who's your big dog? Let's get it cracking. Some fun notes on this game. We're looking for the clean sweep since 2002. We won the first meeting 35-20. Hugh returns to Cleveland. Will he and Baker embrace? That was the big moment last week. Not last week. Last meeting. The hug, the shade, the half hug. It made headlines. Twitter lost their mind. ESPN lost their mind because Baker made comments that people didn't like. Will they hug after the game? Will they embrace? Will they make up? What's going to be the storyline? Andy Dalton got injured last meeting. That was his last game against Cleveland. He was 10-17, 100 yards, 1 TD, 1 interception. And Jeff Driscoll made his debut against us. He didn't play that bad, actually. He was 17 of 29, 155 and a touchdown. And Tyler Boyd was 7 of 85, 7 receptions, 85 yards, 1 TD, which he is out today. And Joe Mixon had 14 carries, 89 yards, 7 receptions, and 66 yards. And Baker had himself a ball game, most of it in the first half. 19 of 26, 258, 4 touchdowns. Nick Chubb at 28 for 84 and a touchdown. And Browns jumped out 28-7 in the first half. Clint Cole says Browns wins Big Dog Award. He's back. Ian says, is Baker feeling dangerous today? I hope he's feeling dangerous. Ian, I think it's Ian, I'm sorry. He better be feeling dangerous. We need it. George says, you've gotten several comments on your cap, so just give some props. For where you've got the cap so we can all pick one up. I've gave props a couple times if you haven't been watching the show, George. So I'll say it again. I got the hat from Lids. It's no secret. I'm not hiding it. I got the cap from Lids. There's millions of Lids all over the place, George. So, hey, go to Lids. Hopefully they still have them. There you go. That's for you, George. I got it from Lids. There was no special place where I got it. I seen it. I said, I got to get me one of those. So I got the hat from Liz, George. So if everybody wants to, rock the Browns hat, there it is. Carlos says, Cowboys fan here, always supporting the Browns. Get that W today. Appreciate that. Carlos. Amber says, my big dog is Ward. He has really impressed me this year. A win for the Brownies today. Steven says, Bakers will give Hugh the cold shoulder. Steven's calling another cold shoulder for Baker Mayfield. And George says, thanks, looking now. All right. George is looking for the hat. I'm looking for the stat. It's all good here. Some more interesting news and notes from this game. I read that one. John Dorsey, once again, a guy I will not question ever again. You can mark this date down in your calendar. December 23rd, 2018, 11:54 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. John Dorsey has now drafted a rookie Pro Bowler in 4 straight drafts. Marcus Peters, 2015. Tyreek Hill, 2016. Kareem Hunt, 2017. And Denzel Ward, 2018. No more will I question John Dorsey. No more. Baker Mayfield, another news noteworthy, has thrown a touchdown pass in his first 11 starts, third most in NFL history behind Kurt Warner, 23 in 1999, and Brad Stevens, 15 in 1996. And that number I was looking for when I said 3, I just found it when I was scrambling around and trying to read and talk at the same time, which I terribly, terribly failed at. I need to hire me a researcher, but I don't have anything like that. So Peyton Manning's record is 26. He needs 5, as LA said. Appreciate that, LA. 6 touchdowns would give him a new NFL record at 27. So that's a little Nuggets news and notes for you guys. I appreciate you sticking around. 5 minutes, something left like that. Steven says, Merry Christmas, everyone. He also likes the shirt. Appreciate that. Rocking the Baker special shirt, Baker Mayfield. And we're about to get to my bold prediction and my player of the game and my score prediction. Joel says, are they going to franchise Baker? Yes, they better. I know. He only played 1 year. I'm calling it. They better franchise Baker. All right. It's time for my bold prediction and my big dog of the game. My bold prediction. I'm giving this bold prediction because it has to match my prediction that happened the first preseason show we did way back when we were first getting started. I don't know if you've been here that long. If you have, you will remember. If not, it is okay. Let's go anyways. I will refresh memories because, hey, we've got new fans. We've got day 1 fans. We've got day 5. We've got day 80. It's all good. At the beginning of the preseason, I said Myles Garrett will get 16 sacks, to total 16 games. That's what he will do. Well, right now, he's at 12.5. So my prediction's looking pretty wrong at this point. He's had some games where he's gotten no sacks. So for him to get 16, he has to have a big game today for him to get to 16 sacks. Next week, he plays Lamar Jackson. Let's be honest. How much does Lamar Jackson pass? Not that much. So he got to get his sacks today to get 16. So my bold prediction for Myles Garrett is let's go. Going to get it today. Bold prediction. Super bold. 3.5 sacks for Myles Garrett to get to my number 16. It's all about me. I know that's selfish, right? But I need my number 16 today, Myles Garrett. I need 3.5 sacks on Driscoll. 3.5 to get to number 16. That's my bold prediction. Myles Garrett, give me 3.5 so you can get the 16 sacks, 16 games, 16 sacks, even though it would be in 15 games. But just because Lamar Jackson doesn't even pass that much, so your opportunities will be limited next week. I need 3.5 sacks so we can get to that number 16. Come on, Myles. Let's do it. My bold prediction. Let's go. Now for my score prediction, who's going to win this game? Now, I have picked against the Browns many of times on this show. Today will not be one of those days. I am confident going in this game. This may be the most confident I have went going into a Browns game all year long. Now, could that be a bad thing? Who knows? I keep it real as can be. If you've watched this show 1 time, 12 times, 13 times, 15 times, 20, whatever, because we've been preseason 2. But I'm confident today. No A.J. Green, no Tyler Boyd, no Andy Dalton, Jeff Driscoll. There's going to be a lot of running the ball today. A lot of running for the Cincinnati Bengals. But I see this as a Browns team wanting to beat Hugh Jackson, coming back to Cleveland. I heard the Bengals are going to be pumped up for Hugh. I don't care. I don't care about Hugh Jackson and the Bengals. This is about the Browns winning their last home game in the color rush uniforms, getting the dog pound pumped up. Baker called for the tickets to be sold out. He did get the job done. The fans got it sold out. So now it is up to the Browns to win this ball game. And I think they win. Joe Mixon and Jeff Driscoll. I'm not worried. I'm not. I think the Browns win big today. I think the Bengals put up a little fight in the first half. But I think the Browns win 30. I'll give the Bengals 16. That's big enough. 30-16 Browns. I think they win 30-16. My big dog of the game is going to be Nick Chubb. I could go Baker, but I think Cincinnati's runs defense, once we get up, it's going to be a heavy dose of Chubb. I'm going to give him 23 carries, 115 yards, and 2 touchdowns for Nick Chubb, as this game will be over. Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I got for you. I'm going to go to the last comments that I see. George says, man, I got to move north because I'm sick and tired of having to watch sorry old Falcons. Jason Sizemore says, Baker with 4 TDs. George says, Jackson isn't a coach. He's just someone with a sideline pass. And Dwayne says, just win. Love the Browns from New York. 21-17 Browns win. A little overconfident. Well, that's it for me, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate everybody who tuned in. You know the spew by now. I will see you next week. Last game of the year, Browns versus Ravens. Hopefully celebrating a Browns victory. If not, I'll still be here next week. That's Producer G. I'm Corey Boyd. Let's go. Everybody have a Merry Christmas. I said it. Merry Christmas. Not all this politically crap. Anyways, that's a whole nother day for a whole nother story. I'm Corey Boyd, Producer G. Everything Browns Nation. I'll see y'all next week. Yeah.